Hello everyone, in today's video I'll be showing you how to make a health bar. So for a horror game or maybe an FPS game, you probably once wanted a health bar that wasn't just stuck in the corner of your screen. You want it to be big and visible, so I'll be showing you how to do that. So first I would recommend going to test and then to device and making sure this is on. Then setting this to HD 1080 and making sure this is set to fit to window. If you have it set to something else like physical size, then it won't fit your screen correctly, so make sure you have it set to fit to window. So the first thing we're going to do is create a GUI. So I'm just going to create a screen GUI inside starter GUI, and I'm going to name it health bar. And I'm going to make sure reset on spawn is set to true. So inside here, I'm going to put a frame, and I'm going to drag this where I want my health bar to be. I'm going to put it down in the corner right here, make it like that big. Then what you can do is you can just design it, make it look good. So this will be the health bar part that is behind like the green part. So let me show you real quick. I'm going to set this to gray. What I'm going to do is I'm going to copy and paste it. And I'm going to drag it inside of the other frame. Then what I'm going to do is go down to the position and change this to 0, 0, 0, 0 with commas separating them. And it should be 2 frames stacked on top of each other. So basically I have 1 frame and then another frame stacked on top of it. And just make sure 1 frame is inside the other. So you're going to go to the frame that is inside the other frame, and you're going to set the color to whatever color you want the health to be. So I'm going to make this green, like that. So now what if you open up size and go to X, if you change the offset to something like 200, then it should look like a health bar. It should automatically scale down to over here. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put it back to its normal position. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to change the scale to 1 on the X and the offset to 0. I'm going to open up the Y, set the scale to 1 and the offset to 0. So it should look like this now. So what you can do is you can drag it like halfway and then you can just play with the settings a little bit more. So I think that's good. I think I'm going to make this a little bit transparent. Something like that. So then I'm just going to set this back to 1, make sure everything is set to 1. You can just type in right here 1, 0, 1, 0. I'm going to name this bar, and I'm going to name this one holder. What I'm going to do now is inside the holder, I'm going to create a local script, and I'm just going to name it main for now. So first thing you want to do is get the player by doing game.players.localPlayer. Then you want to get the character, player.character. And then finally, we're going to get the humanoid. And for this, we're going to use character, wait for child, humanoid. Okay, so now what we want to do is we want to make sure that we can detect when it changes. So I'm going to do humanoid, get property change signal, and put in health. Then I'm going to do connect with a colon, function. I'm just going to press shift and then I'm going to press parentheses. And then I'm just going to go over here and press enter and it'll autocomplete. Of course, you could just type that out yourself if you wanted to. This will fire when the humanoid's health changes. So you can do the test it for now, is we're just going to print out humanoid.health. Now for now, I'm just going to get a simple kill brick to test the health bar system. Just going to get one here, just going to put it in. And I'm just going to make sure it doesn't kill me instantly so we can see that it's moving. Like 10, there we go. So I'm going to hit play. See it run in. We didn't get any errors except for my plugin errors, which is fine. And I'm going to walk over this and we can see that it did print out our health right here. But you can see here that this didn't update, so we want that to update. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into the local script. And instead of printing it, I'm going to get the bar by doing script.parent.bar tween size. And I'm going to do udim2.new. Make sure it's udim2, not udim like this. And I'm going to set it to humanoid.health divided by 100 or whatever your humanoid's max health is. So if you have your game and you set the humanoid's max health to 1000, set this to 1000. Then what I'm going to do after this is 0, then a 1, and then a 0. And then I'm out of this udim, I'm going to do new comma. I'm going to do enum using direction dot in out. I'm going to do comma enum.using style.sign, and finally 0.15 and true. So this override means if you get hurt multiple times in the same second, like 10 you got hurt at 0 seconds and then again at 0.05, this one would already be running, so we're just going to override that one. So now what we're going to do is if you want text right here to show your health, you can do that. So you're going to go into the holder, not the bar. If you put it into the bar, it will scale the text down weirdly. I'm going to put a text label and name it health left. And I'm going to set the scale, the size to 1010 like this. And then what I'm going to do is change the background transparency to 1. Text scaled set to true. And I'm going to set it to 100 out of 100. And then I'm just going to customize it to make it look good. So I think I'll do Gotham. And then I'm going to make it white. And then I'm just going to put a UI stroke inside of it. Like that. Make it a little bit bigger. Like that. There we go. Then maybe this can be, the text can be a little bit transparent. Okay, so it's looking good. Actually, no. So what we're going to do now is go into the main script. And I'm going to create a new liner here. And under the tween size, what we're going to do is script.parent.healthLeft.text is equal to humanoid.health plus, dot, and then out of 100. So this is concatenation, basically combines two strings or a variable. So right here is our variable, and we use dot, oh, accidentally moved it, dot, and then the number, which is out of 100. So basically, if your health was 50, it would say 50 out of 100. Just make sure you have this dot here. I'm used to doing like JavaScript and using plus, so we're just going to keep our dot there. And that should be it. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to hit play, and we'll see if it all works. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go touch this. You can see it went down. So that is one thing we'll need to fix real quick, but you can see that it is displaying correctly. Our health is going up. And if we die, it says 0 out of 100. And when we respawn, we do have our 100 out of 100. That's good. But we're just going to make sure we round our health. That was kind of weird that it wasn't. What we're going to do is math.round. And then just put it in humanoid.health. So I'm going to hit play again. And that's it, basically. So of course, you can customize this however you want. You could get rid of the text if you want. There you go. So if you wanted to get rid of the text, you would just get rid of this line right here, which sets the text, and then you just delete the text inside of Stars UI. So if we die, then it all works. So one last thing, you'll see that it doesn't scale correctly in all devices. So I'm going to put a plugin in the description. It's called Auto Scale Lite. And what you're going to do is you don't have to do this. If you're fine with how it looks, then you can keep that. But I'm going to select the holder. I'm going to go to Auto Scale Lite, but I have the plus version. So you'll do the same thing. I'm going to go to unit conversion. And then you're going to press the scale button for position and the scale button for size. You're going to do the same thing for the bar. And the same thing for the text. Now you can see here, it works on all devices. So that's perfect. Works on the iPhone. You can try out different devices here. But I usually keep it on HD 1080. And that's all. So I'm just going to publish. Play it one last time. There you go. Got your simple health UI that works. So if you guys enjoyed this video, then make sure to subscribe and comment any ideas that you have below. If you want to learn something, I'll make a video on it because I still need a little bit more ideas. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.